We are... Stop popping up. Come on, stream. Oh my God. There we go. All right. We should be good. Let me copy this link real quick. Okay. I know probably nobody's in the last stream, but I wanted to make sure I had it pasted. Jesus Christ. Yeah, somebody kicked the router. What's going on, coffee lover? Wanderer, what's happening with you? Yeah, so the by the way, the queue it carries over. Yeah, don't freak out. I hope ain't nobody gonna freak out, but yeah, don't freak out. There's no reason to freak out. Yeah, somebody kicked the router. So I have to like troubleshoot it real quick. But it's cool. But we back. We back in here, cuh. Yeah, everything was cool and I guess it's a bop and that was it. So it's like, all right, well, I guess we're here now. All right, so let's see. So I wanted to wrap up that account with D-Loop. That's what it was. Let me fix my Ningguang. I was trying to put my stuff back. I don't know if homie's even here, but what I was saying was I just wanted homie to be like this. But that's cool. I think he'll be all right. All right. So, Jesus Christ. And then they wanted me to look at their Bennett. So let me look at their Bennett. I don't know. I hope they're here. There you go, Shikasu. All right. So, yeah. So we are back. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back, everybody. By the way, I appreciate every single one of y'all. You know what I mean? Shout out to Wanderer, John Lee, Tokyo, Eggs, Ace, Logan, Shin, Coffee. You know what I mean? Phantom, what's happening with you? All right, so here we go. So Bennett, there's only one stat I care about on Bennett, and that is his energy recharge. Please like the stream. That would make my life better. Okay, so what level is your Bennett? He's 70 out of 80. This is 70 out of 70. You're C1, so that's good. How do you use Bennett? If you tell me you use Bennett the way I think that you're using Bennett, I have the perfect Bennett for you. I have the perfect Bennett for you. Still working on him? Okay. The Bennett is so good, I stopped farming for him. Like, I'm still not done with my Bennett. Like, that's how good he is. He's so good, I stopped farming. Do you just pull him out, hit the burst, and put him away? Is that how you use him? Feeling terrible since yesterday. I want to take a Tylenol, but I don't want to overdose since I already had six. Uh-oh. I have a terrible pain in my stomach. No, that's not bad. That's how I use them. I have a terrible pain in my stomach and my head. Been feeling nauseous and vomiting a lot. You still feeling like that? Hey, you need to go to the doctor. If it's that bad and it's been that bad for, because this is multiple days now. You should go. I will go to the ER. It could be worse than what you think. Because typically, like that, if you're not dehydrated and you're not like, it's not coming out the, like mucus out the nose or whatever. It's probably not a flu or whatever. You might need to go to the hospital. But your breathing is cool though, right? But anyway, no, that's not bad. I have the perfect Bennett. In my opinion, it's the perfect Bennett, right? You would. So here's the trick though, and this is why I quit farming personally. Is you would run energy recharge, HP, healing bonus, but you would substat all your crit stats, and the only substat that matters is energy recharge. But based on what I'm looking at right now, you can switch out two pieces, and you would have the Bennett that me and Kinko use, which I've ran a couple different Bennetts now, and I cannot stop using the Bennett I'm about to recommend, which is energy recharge and HP right here, and you substat energy recharge. Just by switching to an energy recharge piece, you would go up 250, 40-ish, 40 something energy recharge. That'll put you at like 260, 270 energy recharge. That Bennett is the best Bennett that I cannot tell you how good that Bennett is. What you would need to do though is you would need to, in order to make it work, you need to level 90 your Bennett. You actually need to 90 the weapon, and you actually need to level 9 the burst, if not crowning it. I'm pinning it right now. If not crown it. That Bennett is so good. I I can't use another Bennett now. Would you like to see this Bennett? You know what's funny? What's funny? Mm-hmm. Because I tell you right now, your Bennett heals nothing. And the attack stat on Bennett, the attack percent does nothing for his burst. It's base attack and his attack. And that's what scales. It's that white number. Nothing in the green buffs his burst. Only the white number. Now, we can say, oh, but the white number, yes, that's true. But that Bennett is not anywhere close to a 290 ER bit. This number right here, that Bennett, you're not beating that Bennett. Like that dude, you're not beating that Bennett, bro. Yeah, Kinkle has one sub stat on me. Like, bro, which pieces do I need to change? Because you were going so fast. Change your timepiece and your goblet. And we literally will have the exact same Bennett. Energy recharge, HP, and then crit rate because of this weapon. We have the same Bennett. What I'm saying is I stopped farming for my Bennett because I want to run healing bonus here, but I'm not going to go farm. I don't even need it that bad. Just the HP alone is enough healing for me. This is Bennett's burst. This is the Bennett I want you to have. You see how much energy I got back? I can do that. Passively collect. And I almost got a burst. Like, I want you to be able to get your burst back so unbelievably fast that it like Kazuha can power your Bennett. Maybe you hit one just for good luck. Guess what? Bennett's got a burst. Wanna know why I know? Because he's got 290 energy recharge. You do not have, and this is the reason I recommend it, is if you watch Bennett gameplay from all the naysayers, they are spamming this thing so much. Like so much. And for whatever reason, they'll do this, and then you see his countdown, the cooldown on burst. When I see Bennett on cooldown, I cringe, bro, because it's like, dude, you know you could be doing like double the damage, but for so long, you're missing double the damage because you needed to have a high base attack when you could have just put that effort into your DPS and made your DPS hit harder and just keep doing double the damage. I don't know. That's how we all 3060 Abyss without C6R5 anything. Is you just give him ER. And now your D-Luke is hitting double damage with a borderline 100%, it feels like 100% uptime. And then as far as healing, that's where the HP timepiece comes in. So it's all kind of strategic, and you have the whole build except two pieces. This gives him his burst. This gives him his burst. This is all you need for healing. He does heal enough, unless you want like cracked healing, then you need healing bonus. Right? But I understand why you're using this. You're using this because of this weapon. But what I'm saying is, if you can substat that crit rate, like if you can get 50 crit rate with a healing bonus circlet, then I would recommend that. Xingqiu herself is a pro. I think Shikasu's being funny. Yeah. I wish I could use Bennett. Only problem mine is C6. Yep. So yours would work really good with what's his name? What's his name? Kazu. Yeah. So I don't know. Oh no, you got C6 Kaz now, but that's okay. But yeah, so that's it. Well, yeah, at 30% HP probably. Oh, you talking about Xingqiu? Yeah, I talked about Xingqiu. Xingqiu is just Xingqiu. Yeah, no, but I mean everything. It does. It does look good though. I mean, I don't know if I want to look at. Oh yeah, switch your crit damage for crit rate, and you're done. Emblem, right? Yep. Switch crit rate for crit damage, and you're give him a sack sword too. But yeah, switch crit rate for crit damage on Xingqiu, you're done. A gastrointestinal virus, a low key do though. Actually, it does. Yeah, my girl had that at one point. Yeah, no, Xingqiu is metrosexual. There's nothing wrong with that, but he is metrosexual. No, no, no. There's nothing wrong with the festering desire. The thing is, no, no, no. I know you're just asking. So the thing with the sacrificial sword is, do you know about sacrificial swords or sacrificial weapons? So the sacrificial weapons have this built-in mechanic. It's kind of how this is how I would recommend you look at them, right? So take your energy recharge and double it, and that's your actual energy recharge with a sacrificial weapon. That's why. Oh, you don't have any? Okay. The reason why is because not only does it generate particles, but it generates them twice. That's why sacrificial. That's why for him the sacrificial sword is so good for him because he actually needs that much energy to be on rotation. You can give him less energy recharge, sure, but you still need that number times two, and that's why. Yeah, you can keep the Fester and Desire. You can definitely keep it for now. Just when you're playing Xingqiu, because the goal with Xingqiu is you want him to have his burst. You want to try to get his burst back while he's on cooldown of his burst, right? So I'll give you this example real quick. Oops. You have a lot of energy because you. No, it's good. You good to kick it. Just yeah, you good. You welcome. Mikasa tu casa. You know how it is, Jen. So when you're playing Xingqiu, you do that. You hit your burst. You do that again. Now you should almost have a burst. That's at least the goal. And then as you're generating energy particles with other characters, after a while you're gonna just kind of have a burst because that's just how Xingqiu kind of works. See what I'm saying? At least that's your goal, right? Because he's useless without a burst. Now, like I said, you can run him without all that energy recharge, but it's kind of like now we're doing all the sweaty. You're getting into that sweaty territory, and that's where that's like I'm not even lying to you, bro. I'm not lying. I'm being real with you right now. When you start getting to that lower energy, now we're getting into like neck beard territory, and I mean that in the most respectful way. But we're getting into okay, now we're getting into neck beard. It's still Genshin. It's like this ain't Dark Souls, bro. This ain't it ain't it ain't Elden Ring. It ain't Black Desert. You know what I mean? It's still Genshin. It is still Genshin Impact. You know what I mean? We can still have fun in the game. We ain't gotta sweaty neck beard this thing. You know what I mean? And you can still get the job done. Really, really well. Really well. Matter of fact, my low crit damage clears the abyss. Between him and this, you can get away with that. This is because she has a catch. So it's actually 58 plus 12. But yeah, you don't need a billion crit damage. You just need to make sure that they're built correctly. And that's it. So I have to give him more crit rate instead of crit damage. Yeah. You just want to hit your sweet spots as far as crit rate. So this game is so you played Warframe, right? So in Warframe, the minimum crit rate, well, in that game is crit chance. In Warframe, the minimum is 100, right? And your crit damage, typically your minimum is 3.2 crit damage, right? So, well, it depends on the weapon, of course, but typically it's like 3.2, right? And then for energy, like for ability strength, it's like 150 is your absolute minimum. 180 is like, okay, we're good. And then 200, 250 is like, okay, now we're going overboard. Mesa is like 300. Like, oh, we're doing two. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Prime flow, you know what I mean? All that jazz. Riven, you want crit rate, so on and so forth, right? In this game, your minimum crit rate on a given DPS is 60, and your middle ground, okay, now I'm starting to see some results. That hits at 70% crit rate. Warframe, you start seeing results at 100%. In this game, you start seeing results at 70, right? So your goal is 70. Your minimum is 60. It's like a Rubico. You could have a Rubico and run a 92% crit chance, but you want to hit 100, so you need a Riven, right? Now, if you could hit 100, which is 70, hit 100, which is 70 crit rate in this game, right? But if you don't have the means to do it, because RNG on artifacts, 92 is fine. That's 60 crit rate, right? Now, if you got the RNG, that crit rate in the chat, if you got his RNG, yeah, run 100% crit rate. But he's got 100% crit rate and 200 crit damage. Because if he didn't have that RNG, I'm pretty sure he's not running 100 crit rate and 90 crit damage, or 100 crit rate and 100 crit damage. He's running 100 crit rate and 200 crit damage. You see what I'm saying? But he's still respecting his crit damage. But if you don't have that RNG on your artifacts, then yes, you need to, you want to hit your minimums and averages. It's the same thing as Warframe. It's just not as extreme as Warframe. Does that make sense? Yeah, you got it. I just saw you type that. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. You ran 100 crit rate with 90 crit damage? You need to stop. I'm going to pray. Oh, Lord. Yeah, she can farm. Yeah, take whatever you want. I literally mean, chat, if y'all join my world and you want to take whatever you want, I actually mean it. I actually mean this word for word. Just don't touch my mint or my peppers. That's the only thing. You can take ore, whopper flowers, enemies, uh, stuff for Ayaka, whatever Ayaka's little, little Sakura, the Sakuras, whatever. You take what, I don't care what, you take it. Mint, peppers. Just don't touch those. Unless you're building, if you're building Xiangling, take all the peppers. Take every single one. You need her. You need that more than I need J Parcels. You know what I mean? My biggest challenge right now is trying to get 100% on Kokomi. Ooh, you can do it. If anybody could do it, I ain't gonna lie. I low key feel like you might be able to do that. The highest I seen was 40. I was just about to ask the mint. Yeah, nope. Can't take the mint. Nope. Can't get them. Nope. Can't have those two. But yeah, any questions, Shikasu? Any questions at all? Yeah. Don't forget, it has to be on a Blizzard set. You actually need the four-piece Blizzard, and she has to be in permafreeze. And you can melt off of it, but you really need permafreeze. If you can like muscle it. So you freeze them and then you melt. I forgot how. No, how do you do that? Tenha did it one day. I don't remember how. No, he just crit. I'm sorry, he just did a crit, but he had a 90k crit off of Kokomi. It was a 91 crit was 90k. I was like, bruh, what? Oh, without crit food, you need a 200% crit chance without crit food. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I would write it out. You could write out her maximums. You could write out maximums though. So I think if you're looking for a realistic situation, look at Blizzard. pull up the maximum crit rate minus 1 or 2 hits, and then a crit rate circlet, and then look up 44 crit rate. But we need a 44 crit rate. Like we need the Jade, because I'm still waiting for the rest of the Jade weapons to release. Because they got a Jade, they have a Jade bow, they have a Jade claymore, and then they have a Jade catalyst. I'm waiting for all the. I think the catalyst is 44 crit rate, right? So if they ever drop that, there's the catalyst. But of course, they're all crit rate weapons. But yeah, that Jade catalyst, there's your crit rate on that guy. It should be at least. Who in the heck? Oh, Yalan. I'm like, who am I looking for? Wait, I'll get a because you're farming people. So I will give you crit rate and animo stamina for your charge attacks. Hey, what's up, Kite? How you doing, brother? Leon, long time no see, brother. Oh, you did say Blizz set. Yep, I am stupid. I should have just read the whole thing. So I'm assuming Shikasu is good. So we will jump to the next one. He said it. Yes, you are stupid. I'm joking. I'm joking, Leon. How you been, brother? How you got yourself Nightbot? Yeah, I've been had Nightbot. This has been for a minute. Nightbot.gg, brother. Log into your YouTube. Give it privileges. You get follow age. What is that? I don't even think that's a command. Logan, Kazuha review. What the heck is follow age? What is that? What is that? The age of followers? If you type in it, hold on. If you type follow age and you try to find the age of followers, that's a suspect command to be putting in. Oh, I was finna say. I was finna be like, bruh, what? Like, hold on now. You know I was finna pick. You know I had to pick on you, Kite. All right. Sorry about that. I need to stop doing that. All right. So, where is it? Logan? Okay. Now, how you been, Kite? Bro, it's been a minute. It's been a super minute. Hey, you know yeah, I be getting down crazy on this channel. But yeah, how you been though, man? I don't say. Oh, duh, right here. Oh, you're in the world with me. Wow. What an interesting time to reopen it. Newts, welcome. All right, so you said I'm looking at Kaz, right? All right, so definitely EM. Really? Really? Oh, you going for the lore, Kazuha? 91, 56. Yes, super minute, yeah. Why this weapon? Is it for the lore? I mean, you don't need another weapon, which is hilarious. What level are you? What do you mean? What level? Oh, me? I'm AR60. Hey, man. Yeah, just stay sharp, bro. They're going to if you have anything that you out of shape in, they're going to whip it. They're going to whip you into shape. You'll be straight. Yeah, it does look cool. Yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, I don't think you got to really even do anything with the weapon, in my opinion. I don't think you really got to do nothing. Just use the weapon if you want to use it. You got 822 EM and C1. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, you don't really got to do nothing. You can just have fun the way it is. I mean, I want you to have energy recharge. Okay, if we're gonna like build Kazuha, like and use this weapon, I mean, then at that point, I would recommend maybe an energy recharge timepiece, or if you're gonna like this is good because it's got the 12, right? But I would start. Okay, that was amazing, but you're gonna want to do like this, but like on the circlet. This one's fine. This was fine, but you are gonna want to fish for that extra energy recharge on the circlet. That's really about it. Outside of that, yeah. Warframe is like low key dead to me, bro. Warframe was cool, but it's I beat the game you know what it is? It's like every time I go back, I crush it, and then it's like I go back and there's nothing there. I go back, I beat it. It's like all right. I mean, I left, the dojo's there. You know, whoever plays it, you know what I mean. They could the dojo. I mean, the dojo's there. You know what I mean. Everything you need in the dojo. I go in and check. Somebody already built all the stuff in the dojo. Like, there's nothing. I don't need to do blueprints. All the things, all the railjack mods, all the Rivens, not all the Rivens, but all the Rivens that I would use, all the builds, all the things, bro. Like, I go back, I don't even know why I'm playing. Like, what am I really farming for? What am I actually farming for? I went back for Matarai. Did you see the two Matarai videos? What do you think of the Dark Iron Sword for him? I think the Dark Iron Sword is fine. If you do run that weapon, I'm gonna recommend. Either way. I'd recommend Energy Recharge on your timepiece. So 3 sources of EM and 1 source of Energy Recharge, as far as main stats. I don't count. I mean, we could say base attack as a main stat, but no. So you run either an Energy Recharge weapon and triple EM, or you run an EM weapon and Energy Recharge on your timepiece. You think you did? Yeah. Do you see Matarai clearing out the whatchamacallit? Frost is OP now. It's like, I don't really think there's much else to do. Like 6 months ago? Yeah, it was about 6 months ago. I found out about Matarai. I went in and I did 2 Matarai things. I was like, this is broken. Even with C1? Yeah, even with C1. Oh, with yeah, maybe, yeah, no, I think, yeah, probably not. So now I think about, yeah, let me focus. I'm so sorry. With C1, no, just reroll this for energy recharge. Let me focus, bro. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, with this, just reroll this for energy recharge, and you can do whatever you want with the weapon. You can run the iron weapon, you can run the iron sting with C1, right? I still want you to like at least be like 150-ish, like coming up on 150, right? And then I would recommend a hold skill burst. So hold skill, plunge, burst, and then you could do tap if you want to. Or at least do hold. Just one of your casts should be hold skill. At least one of them, whether pre or post burst. It's guaranteed post burst, but pre or post, like one of them should be a hold burst. I just want to make sure you get your burst back adequately. That's my big thing. Whenever you're free, want to see what a 51k HP Kokomi can do? Jesus Christ. Well, yeah. I mean, when the Q frees up. Whatever happened to the guy I was helping with music? Well, there's quite a few people now. So I'm not sure who you're talking about now, but there's a few people. With the Ishin work, yeah, you can use the Ishin. If you're gonna, yeah, I mean, you can use the Ishin. I'm gonna let you know right now. Like, if you're going for any like damage or anything like that on Kazuha, it's all gonna have to be via substats, and you're gonna be really spreading yourself thin if you're trying to run triple EM. So me personally, I don't recommend it. Um, I wouldn't. I really would not. I really don't recommend EM. I don't recommend DPS Kazuha. You are C1, so sure, but I don't recommend DPS unless you're running like, yeah, bro. You want to be running like mist splitters, J cutters, like you want to run like 5 star or a sack sword. So it's either sack, so you get 2 skills, or you want to make sure your skill is mist splitter damage, J cutter with a crit damage, circulate damage. Like, you want to do that for damage, right? So you can run the Ishin because you're Kazuha because you're C1, right? And you only got one ER substat worth of substats that you got to get. Like, the weapon doesn't matter. It matters, but it doesn't matter. It matters in a like it really doesn't matter. You already at 800 EM. It doesn't matter. So you would literally be running a weapon just because of lore. Yeah, he's the same role as the Iron Stick. For context, your Kazuha has more EM than mine does. I think. Yeah, I'm like 801 or something. Like, I'm like 80. I'm like 801. You know what I mean? So you don't need a lot of. You don't need a lot. You want a lot, but you don't like need a lot. Like once you hit 700 EM, you do whatever you want. So you got a better feather? We talking about for the EM? I mean, I feel you, but it's like I said, it's not even that serious. Like if it like energy recharge is more important. Because you're only getting 0.04 like additional elemental damage on your teammates. Your swirls go up a little bit, but it takes 1,000 EM for, well, 700. It takes like 700 EM for him to match, like, you know what I mean, like a DPS build. And you're already like past that. So the Ishin is just there just to be there. Because I'm assuming your crit is like really low. Yeah. Yeah, so the Ishin is just there to just kind of be there. Same as mine. 987 with the Iron Sting. 822. Yeah. If you got a better offset flower, it'd be 1K. Oh, yeah. If I get a better feather, it'd be 1K. Yeah, 1K looks nice. You don't need it, though. But if you want it, it's cool. You know, as long as you, like, the fact you got C1, you're fine. If you didn't have C1, I would be kind of pushing ER on you, but you're fine. Dark Iron Sword passive. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what the passive is. What is? Does anybody have that weapon on so I can read it? You said the Iron Sting passive or the Dark Iron Sword? The Dark Iron Sword. You have it on now? It's probably gonna take a sec. Oh, that? Okay. So let's see. Upon causing electro reaction, attack is increased by 20%. Ah. It's cool. I mean, it's not like wow. I'll put it that way. It's cool, but it ain't like wow. Now, if you caused the reaction and it gave you more EM, yeah. But I was trying to think of like any other character who could use that because Kazuha doesn't need attack on an EM build, so the substat doesn't matter. With the substat doesn't match the passive as far as the characters are concerned, unless you're doing like an aggravate character. But Kuki's damage is so low, it doesn't matter for Kuki, and then he doesn't use attack when he uses Elemental Mastery. So maybe like Kaching or something, I guess. Maybe. It's perfect for Thunder and Fury. I mean, but the base attack is so low, it doesn't matter. It's got 3-star base attack. Like you can run like a flute. Like a flute will beat that. It'll probably beat that after aggravate. Maybe. Maybe, right? Not even a flute, just a Iron Sting. Iron Sting beats that. Oh, synergistic? I don't even. Well, yeah, but even still, like, nah. I don't think it's. I don't think it's that big a deal. What's going on, Em? How you doing? You're confused? Why are you confused, Jen? But yeah, any questions on your Kazuha? I want to make sure I answered all your questions. If you have any other questions. Because he doesn't really. Oh, I just saw something in my Discord. 2 good things, 1 bad. Here's what I would do. Block is a beautiful thing. You know who you are. And then, yeah, there might be, yeah, depending on how that whole thing turns out, there might be some, boots. Big boots with laces. You know, put boots with laces and get to fool. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, so anyway, It's back. Okay. Also, could you check Rosaria's Shinha holder? Okay, so she's for Shinha, right? Wait, are you still here? You are. Okay. Haha. Okay. Yeah, follow age does not work on YouTube. 19 attack, 9 attack, 23 energy recharge. Love it. 17. Oh, I love it. Maybe a reroll. Definitely a reroll. Yep, definitely a reroll. Okay, yeah. So this is good. Really good. This one's exceptional. This one's really, 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 really good. This one and this one could use a reroll. These two. I would not run a 4-piece Glad. I would just go start farming, I don't know, whoever needs or could use emblem. I don't see an emblem. Or I guess you can farm emblem for her. But farm emblem for her, and you only need the goblet and timepiece. Or timepiece. The goblet and a circlet. Only substat that you need, energy recharge, flight attack. That's it. Bada bing, bada boom. Crit does not matter, cuz. At all. I'm seeing this pixelated. Oh, 1/4. Wow. Xingqiu needs emblem. There you go. What's happening, Ash? Crit rate. You need crit rate, but that should come with it. I see what you mean. I didn't know it was that. I didn't know it was that low. Ah, I got you. Okay. So yeah. You're still re-rolling that. What's a refinement? R5? Oh, bruh. Reroll this for 10 more crit rate. He's at 23? He's cool at 23? Yeah, he's R5. Yeah. I guess he's cool at 23, but, I mean, we're talking Shinha. Kazuha, sure. Kazuha hits like 8 people at once. He's guaranteed. But Shinha is going to hit like 1 person. Oh, it is double cryo. You're right. My day was cool. Would it work with Shinha's weapon? Yeah, this definitely works with Shinha's weapon. If you rock Shinha's weapon though, then at that point I would re-roll for more energy recharge. Like on this and on this. Because you don't need crit rate anymore. You would just be rocking like a whole bunch there and a whole bunch there. Yeah, you don't need crit like at all. It just depends on the approach though. Like I always use the term competitive because like meme, right? So it's either meme her or say what? Yeah, just circle it in a goblet. The reason why, here's why. Because you have 19 attack there. I'm not going to have you reroll for energy recharge on that when you have 19 attack, right? You have a Shimanabo piece. It has 23 energy recharge and attack percent. You're definitely keeping that one. This one has 17 energy recharge. That energy recharge stat is drastically more important than flat attack. I'm not even going to ask you to roll for more flat attack. That's a stupid request, right? The only thing you would re-roll is for more like energy recharge and if you must in flat attack, but you would only roll for flat attack from a competitive or meme standpoint. But functionally, it's not that she's useless without her burst. It's just you're leaving so much DPS on the table by not having a burst available on her. Which is why energy recharge is going to be really important in this scenario. But you want to substat it because you lose too much value by not having the triple attack. You could rock an energy recharge timepiece, but you would be needing rolls like this on your energy recharge timepiece. Like you would need like 20 attack on an energy recharge timepiece. You know what I mean? With a Favonius, probably like 3K If you can get like 3K, like 3K is your minimum on Shinha, which believe it or not, it's not hard to hit. But as long as you hit 3K, you're good. If you get her weapon, 38K, then 4K. Yeah, 30. You want to hit 38K. If you get her weapon, 38K is the goal. Yeah, 4K is the meme build. That's when you get flat attack substats and all that. You need like flat attack subs and no energy recharge, so on and so forth. Now, there's a couple people in here with a 4K. I think Scoop has a 4K. It's either Scoop or Leon. One of you guys have a 4K Shinha. Yeah, it's 4K, right? Yeah, Scoop does too, yeah. Yeah, so without her weapon, 3K. With her weapon, like 38. But you can get away with like 30. You can get away with 35. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it depends on how you play her. And typically, because she's played with cryos, that's why you run triple attack. And then you would give her at least enough energy recharge for her to like manage herself. And you only need like a $150-ish, a $150, $160. If you get like a $170, great. It's gonna dip into your it is gonna cut into your buff a little bit, but her burst up time would be a little bit better. But that's up to you. With this build, oh, 39 4K. Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, but what's your ER though? Oh, your Shinha? Are you gonna be pulling her weapon, Logan? 165, and that's 32, right? And that's with the Fav? Okay, good. You're gonna try it once? Okay. If you get her weapon, you still want like 150, like 150, 160 ER. I don't know what your attack is gonna be with that ER, but you're still gonna, yeah, you know what I mean? What? I don't know who that is. Hey, Leon, can you join me real quick? I don't see you in that list. If it's cool, I don't know if you're. I don't want to bother you if you're busy. You gotta type slower, slower, type slower. Oh yeah, I passed you. Okay, hold on. Did you change your name? Nope, there you are. Never mind. Haha, here we go. So 4K. Calamity. Here's the artifacts. We got 19 energy recharge. Energy recharge, 50 flat. Oh, okay. Yeah, so he's not. Yeah, so he didn't tack on a whole. Oh, he's got 30, but you got 19 on yours, and we got a 15, 19. Yeah, yeah. This is what you're kind of shooting for on your shit, huh? Yeah. So 4K. That's if you pull her weapon. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this weapon adds like 800 attack or something. You got Yalan? Oh yeah, you did. Hold on, I'm getting pinged in Discord. What is going on? Ah, got it. And yes, that be's facts. Yes. Okay, I'm back to the stream. I apologize. All right, so yeah, the weapon is dumb strong. But yeah, any questions, Mr. Logan? Any questions? I just want to make sure that you hit your goals. But I want you. I want to emphasize this. This number is important though. Like, do not skip on that number. Some people skip that number and they're like, "Yeah, I hit my yeah," but you never see your burst. But I run double cryo. Yeah, but we're not talking about using Shinho with Diona though. We're talking about using Shinho with people who don't generate energy like that. Like Diona generates like 8 particles every 15 seconds or so. You know what I mean? And then they're typically collected on the you know what I mean? It's like 150, right? Yeah. 8 to 10%. Yeah, but I mean, if it's at like 800 attack, like that's not bad. Yeah, the rest of the team has to make up for. Well, you're typically running double cryo with Shinha. You know, so she would hit her skill. But that's the thing. Like, typically, you're trying to keep this character with the energy. Like her or Ganyu or whoever your cryo character is. You're trying to keep them up. So that energy recharge stat on Shinha is, like, mad important. Like, it is really important. I just don't want you to ignore that energy. If you see an energy recharge substat, like, don't shy away. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, the flat attack is great, but don't shy. If you see energy recharge, don't shy away from it. Is all I'm saying. No more questions? Okay, fair enough. All right, cool. Giggity, giggity, giggity. All right, let's see. Yes. Sharky, what's going on? Wagwan, cuz. Whoa, that is not the number I was trying to plug in. Hold on. Sorry, you guys. All right, cool. And what did Sharky say? Sharky did not respond yet. Okay, I have to take care of something real quick. I'm moving as fast as I can. Moving as fast as I can. And we are good. Okay. I just want to make sure I was good over there. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I don't see the homie in this thing. There we go. Give me 1 second. 1 second, you guys. I'm sorry. Sorry. It was an emergency with the homie. Okay, I'm back. Apologies. All right. All right. So where is you'll be Bark? Okay. All right. So Sharky, where's Sharky? I'm assuming Sharky is not here. So let's keep burning through this, I guess. So anybody? Okay. So we're not gonna pull names because Sharky's not here. Eggs, what's going on? Oh, thank you, Leon. Actually, yeah, thank you. You gotta go. All right, Kite. Hey, it's good seeing you, man. It is so good seeing you, man. It's been a long time, but you take care of yourself, man. Yeah, anytime you want to kick it, you're always welcome to just stop in. We just be chilling here, bro. You want me to look at Hu Tao? You got 2 pieces on her? All right. Hold on. Ah, stop. All right. Is 600 resin a lot? Not really. Yeah, we'll do Kite. Oh, you gonna be on Apex again? All right, man. Hey, make a killing on behalf of DWP. You know what I mean? Where's the eggs at? I feel like I skipped you. I'm assuming we're doing this account. All right. Haha. Yeah, that's fine. 70. Okay. Level 80 Dragon's Bane. Whoa. 343. Okay. Are you looking for? So this is the weapon of choice. I'm assuming. Is that correct? This is the weapon of choice, right? I was just making sure you had a carry and just refamiliarizing myself with your account. I guess I'm gonna safely assume it is. Okay. Oh, it is. Okay. Wow. All right. So I was reading Leon's comment. He said 21% attack. Jesus. All right. So I think with that, what you can do is you don't have to worry about artifacts now. That's what I was trying to decide, right? Jesus. Oh, it's attack percent. You're gonna have to replace that. Wow. Yeah, you're definitely keeping that. Okay, so all right, fair enough. So I would level your Hu Tao first. Level the weapon to 90 because of the EM. You get 20 EM. Doesn't sound like a lot, but we talked about EM earlier. Uh, Level 90 in her is gonna make a huge difference. You can ascend her to 90, but at least ascend her like 80/90. You do want to do that. As far as talents, this technically is the correct order, right? So you do normals, skill, then burst at your discretion, right? If you want to do her burst to 9 before you do anything else, that's at your discretion. But you are doing it correctly, right? Focus on her normals, then her skill. I would actually keep her skill even, but I would do it in that order. So if you can only rank one talent, rank her normals. Um, and then as far as the artifacts, this is going to be up to you, right? Now you can do Shiminawa, you can do Crimson. Crimson you will be using if you plan on employing her burst a lot. Not a lot, but you plan on using her burst. If her burst is not that important to you and you are going to be doing the charge attack regular, if you're just playing Hu Tao the way anybody else would regularly play Hu Tao, then Shiminawa will suffice, right? This will allow you to farm multiple characters like him if you want to farm more emblem stuff for him or the Shogun or just have a set or whatever you want to do, right? If you farm Crimson, you can farm Crimson, but it's more than likely going to end up being an isolated farm, as I'm sure you know. The best in slot set is Crimson because it not only gives you the 30, it basically matches the Shiminawa set on charge attack, but it allows you to get like bonus damage on her burst as well, and that's what makes the Crimson set so strong on her. Now she's not going to be 37.5, you know, across the board, but she's like 20 and some change plus the bonus off of vaporized reactions and whatnot, right? So you can go either way. I would like to know what do you plan so I can guide you in the right direction though. As far as artifacts is concerned, because you're gonna hit, or I already know you're gonna hit artifacts sometime soon. You want to do crimson? Okay. So yeah, so if you're gonna do crimson, Do you know her main stats? Or do you know how to pick and choose her artifacts? What's going on, Junkie? HP timepiece. When do you? There's a time. There's a time you do a HP timepiece. Actually, you have a Dragon's Bane, so yes, HP timepiece. And you know the substats to look out for, right? And you know her crit ratio and all that. Crit rate circlet. Yep. Yep. You got your drag. Yep. You already. Yep. No, because if you donate, that means you skip the line, and we don't do that here. I mean, you could donate if you want to donate, but I treat everybody the same, regardless if they pay or not. Everybody's the same. Some people got it, some people don't. You know what I mean? 70, 80 crit rate. 70 is typically fine, but yeah. If you can get 80, get 80, but yeah. Some amount of crit damage. Because you have a Dragon's Bane, typically you're looking at about 160 or higher on crit damage. That's because 120 is the minimum, but her scaling gives you about 40 crit damage. So 160 is your minimum on crit damage by the time you're done. So if you hit 70, 160, you're good. This weapon's giving you all the EM you need, so EM substats aren't that important. You can get EM substats, but they're not as drastic. They're not, your crit stats will probably be a little bit more important. Now, if you can hit 300 EM, you're in good hands with Allstate. Yeah, if you can roll HP percent is going to benefit you a lot in this situation. And your HP goal is like 30 plus, 30 plus thousand. You're going to be hitting that goal by level 90ing your Hu Tao. You will actually need to 90 her to take maximum advantage of her HP scaling. Because of base HP, that's why. Oh, give you the password? Nah, I don't do that. Nah. Nah. Well, I don't know if I want to do that. Because I don't want people's passwords. I don't know if I even want to touch that. I know what you're talking about, like fixing somebody's account and all that jazz, but I don't know if I want to be logging into people's accounts like that. Not right now. Like that's slicing all them. I let them do that. I know what you mean, but nah. I'd rather teach you how to build. I mean, attack matters, but it doesn't matter as much as crit rate, crit damage, EM, and HP. So the best picture, it does matter, but a best way I could paint that picture is if you get a piece and it has crit rate, crit damage, HP, attack. Let's say it has crit rate, crit damage, attack percent, and it hits like 10% attack. It's not a dead stat, but attack is about as important on her as HP is on Ayato. I'll put it this way, it only accounts for about 15% of her damage output. 15, 20%, something like that. Like it's not a huge portion. If anything, flat attack I think benefits her more than attack percent, if I remember correctly. Daya did beat her in attack scaling. It's still attack percent? Okay, it's attack percent then, I guess. So if I have HP percent and attack percent, I'd rather roll attack. No, you'd rather roll HP. HP scales so much harder than attack percent. Yeah, flat attack does beat it, right? I'm talking about on Hu Tao. You have a question? Yeah, no. You want HP percent. You want HP over any HP stat. You want HP over attack on Hu Tao. Well, of course, flat HP, but yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, EM, HP, attack. Yeah, that's the order. Yeah, sorry about that. Please don't get mad. What's your question? No. You can ask. Ask your question, bro. That's all you needed for Hu Tao? That's it? You want a Hu Tao remix? You want a Hu Tao freestyle? You want a Hu Tao beat while she's singing? You don't want? I'm just joking. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, they don't need EM as much. Not with the Dragon's Bane. Like, because you don't need a ton of EM. You need, I mean, like 200 is great, 300 is good, but you don't need like a billion. You got a Dragon's Bane. That's 220 EM. Like, you can almost skip EM on your substats. If you get them, great, but you don't need them. About artifact farming, what would I fix? If I could fix artifact farming, yeah, just give me a system to where I can pick, where I can either, just give me a method of selecting either a main stat or a substat. If they could do that, I don't care what the farm looks like. It could be 3 months to switch a main stat on an artifact, or switch a set on an artifact, or just switch one thing about the artifact. Like, it takes 3 months to farm this one item, and you get this one item, and you can switch your artifact, something about your artifact. I would do it. I'd spend 3 months, and I would switch this one artifact to like on set. I would do that to my Shogun Circlet. Either the Shogun Circlet, or I would do it to like a timepiece for Ayaka. You made some fixes on Yai Miko? Absolutely. Oh, Kinkle, I think I looked at something for you already. I believe I looked at something, didn't I? I think it was like way earlier. Yai Miko, let's see. That's a Widsith, right? Yep. All right, so we're still kind of fishing for this number to be a little higher. Let's see what's. I like your crit rate though, so let's see what's going on. Oh, what's your EM? 112. Wow. All right, so let's see. Two piece. Love it. That is a heck of a piece. Ah, so you just need the feather. By the way, that whole piece is 12 crit damage. Just letting you know. You technically you can re-roll that actually. Yeah, they trolled her on that piece. Like the goblet. I feel like they messing with you with the circlet. I mean, at least it hit crit rate, but it could have did. I don't like that circlet. Okay, so I would start with this piece though. This is where I would start. I would start with this guy. I feel like this is gonna be much easier to get than a circle. Actually, you can really do either one. Now here's why I'm saying that though. So you're good as far as your Yai Miko, technically, right? You got 1800 attack. You got 200 and you're over 200 crit damage, over 210 crit damage. You got 70 crit rate with a Widsith that's level 90. Like what's your talents? Yeah, level 9. I don't know if you want to work on Steve. I would, but you know, Yai Miko is Steve. You know what I mean? But yeah, you can work on Steve if you like. Don't need constellations. Yeah, I mean you could passive farm the circlet. And really I'm just looking for more crit rate. If you want like the perfect circlet on Yai Miko, it would be in this case, it would be in this order. Right? It depends on how much you care about Steve, right? So you would do crit rate and then energy recharge and attack percent if you care about Steve. If you don't, and I mean, it's pretty clear you don't. You do. We all do. But we all know her skill is where it's at, right? So what I'm going to recommend, same circlet, but instead of flat attack percent. In this order, though. So crit rate, then attack percent, then energy recharge. I wouldn't even go for EM in this situation. Because you don't need it. You have enough EM for aggravate. Yai Miko. On this set. Now, when you go to start replacing this, you're not going to be replacing this guy, right? If you come across a whole set, though, like you don't even need EM on your Yaimiko because it's Thunder and Fury. You can use it, but you don't need it. The 4-piece Thunder and Fury takes care of the EM. Does that make sense? You can use it, but I'm not going to say, like, fight for it. I want your Yaimiko to just have a ratio more than anything. And then Thunder and Fury Circlet, but it had no crit rate. Don't use that. Right. I think in the long run, because this guy needs to be replaced, your feather does need to be replaced. This one I'm not tripping on, but I'm tripping on. I'm not tripping on, but I'm tripping on. You can move the crit rate to the circlet, because I want you to have crit damage on this. So you can move. So when you re-roll this, you're probably gonna have less crit rate anyway, right? And while you're fishing for this, you're probably gonna have more crit rate on this, right? So between these two and Hu Tao, see, but you're doing Crimson for her. I'll just tell you. So reroll this, because I'm not sure how you're going to do it. You foddered the circlet? Wait, what? So I used to have a different circlet and feather. The feather is on Lisa, okay. I foddered the circlet, okay. So let me see. I don't think he joined yet. Oh, this right here? What? Why? What? Oh. But now you need the circlet. But that's 10 crit rate. This one is 6, so you'll be under 1. What? You can run a Thunder and Fury. Yeah, just run it. Do you have a Thunder and Fury circlet? How much attack is on this thing? 9? What's on here? Nothing? This one still beats it. This one still... You don't have it anymore? You said you foddered it. Okay. Jesus, so you don't have a Thunder and Fury circlet. Alright. Well, either way it goes, you gotta farm this. Yeah, I don't know how many people in this line is Resin. If anybody's Resin, let us know. We can have people knock it out for you right now. It was pure defense? Yeah. So here's what I'll do. So if it's her specifically, because you're not farming Shiminawa for her, then what you're gonna want to hit the Thunder and Fury domain. So hit the Thunder and Fury domain, re-roll that, or at least fish for it. If you don't get this and you get a circlet before you get that, you need to switch these two pieces. This needs to go on your Yaimiko, and you need to put whatever circlet you get on your Yaimiko. You're going to move down 2 crit rate. You'll move down 2 crit rate, right? But you'll go up more crit damage than, because that attack stat is only like, that attack stat's only like 6 crit damage. But you're going to go up like 13, 14 crit damage just by switching to this piece right here. 13, what's that? 13 crit damage? Yeah, so you're going to gain 5 crit damage worth of damage. It's going to show a different number, but you're going to gain a bunch of crit damage out of it. And this is without even considering what you get on your Thunder and Fury circlet. If you get attack percent and crit rate on that circlet, you don't even, I'm talking without even getting crit rate on the circlet. If you get a Thunder and Fury circlet and it happens to have attack percent, roll that. And hope it hits attack percent. And then you switch to this feather, and you put that on her. There's your 9% minimum. You're going to lose 2 crit rate. You're going to go up a whole bunch of crit damage. You're going to go up 13 crit damage. And possibly attack. It depends on the difference between the attack rolls. Whether it's 9.9 or not. That is a crazy flower. That is a... Bro, I would kill for... Okay, I wouldn't kill for that, but Jesus, that thing is good. So yeah, any questions for Yaimiko? This train wreck has arrived at the... You ain't no train wreck. You're the dream train. You know what I mean? You are the mega train. The dopest train ever. Can I use your C5 Bennett to see my Zhao damage? Because my Bennett is C0. I want to see how much different I can do. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to tell you what I tell everybody in my Warframe clan. If you want to check your damage, check your base damage. You want to improve your base damage. Damage post buff is not your damage. That's your damage post buff. You want to get your damage good. Your damage without buffs. You want to make sure you're damaged without all the extra colors and flashing lights. Make sure that's good. And then start adding on your other multipliers. Star, I have a video I want you to see. Just so you can really believe what I'm telling you right now about that. I want you to go to my YouTube page. It's one of the very first videos. You'll see a video says, "Oh, this is Matarai? I didn't know." Click that video. And just watch what that chick does in that video. Keep in mind, the thing that I'm shooting, some players, it takes them about 5 whole minutes to kill. Yeah, Zhao with nobody in the party. If you approach your Zhao with that philosophy, your Zhao will clap at the end of the day. I promise you. It's a video. It's you just pull up my channel. It's like near the top of the list. You'll see something that says Matarai. It's not the first video on the list. It's the second one. It's a Warframe video. That build philosophy. I did that using that build philosophy, and I would coach builds in Warframe. And you never want to, when you're building, you never want to try to build without a good foundation. Make sure the foundation of your build is smacking. Right? Make sure the white number is slapping. Because if the white number is slapping, the green number is slapping. Because the minute you change the white number, oh, okay, this ain't my Yamiko. Because the minute you change the white number, you see the green number, right? The minute you change that white number, that green number is going to dip. So we want to make sure your white number, which is your Zhao by himself, make sure he's slapping. And if he's slapping, the Bennett's going to slap as well. He's going to slap even harder with Bennett. Otherwise, you're just pumping dopamine into your head. It's the happy chemicals. You're just giving yourself the happy chemicals. But if you actually want to like I'm strong, you want to start at your baseline. And that's how you get strong. Start without buffs and get that as high as you can, and then when you peak that, then you start adding your buffs in, and then you buff your buffs. Does that make sense? And that's how you're able to sleep something that takes 5 minutes to kill. That's how you do it in less than a second, less than 2 seconds. That's how you do that. Make sense? Can you look at my other characters' talents? Yeah. Am I doing a deep dive on any other characters, or are we doing, or am I just looking at all their talents? Because I could just check their talents real quick. He's good. He's actually good. He's good. Honestly, I would hit her burst a couple of times, maybe like 7, 8, something like that. I already know you're gonna work on her. I don't know if you're working on Lisa. Honestly, this is my opinion. I wouldn't work on Lisa until I wouldn't really work on Lisa, like really. I wouldn't give her an honest, like, put my foot in there. I wouldn't honestly do that until like C4. And then I wouldn't really put work in on her until C6. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for C6, and then I'm gonna give her a DPS build and all that jazz. But Lisa, I wouldn't trip on Lisa too much. Oh, got you. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I think their talents are fine. I already know you know what you're gonna do on Hu Tao. Tap her burst a couple of times. He's fine. His skill doesn't matter unless you're doing DPS. And his talents, as long as you got, believe it or not, his talents don't even matter. On an EM build, you can leave him at all level 1. We all give him talents because we like him. It's Kazuha. Why not? You know. So that's why you level his talents because you like him. But yeah, no, your talents are fine. But just your Hu Tao, just make sure your normal and your skill are being scaled. Normal before skill, but make sure they're. You do want to keep them, you know what I mean? 7, 6, 7, 7, 8, 7, 8, 8, 9, 8, 9, 9. You know what I mean? You want to do it like that. Yeah. Any questions? Any questions at all? If you got more questions, keep asking. You're good? Okay. Boy, do y'all know. Hey, free to play? I don't know if free to play is here. Free to play, did you need to do resin? Because unfortunately, I'm going to have someone else run resin with you. Yeah, I gotta start burning through the list real quick because I think it's a lot of reviews. But I'm telling you, hey, free to play, look, man. If I had your account, bro, I'm telling you, right, I would be on free to play. Not free to play. I'll be on Tony Toe energy all day, bro. I'll be in there just trying to compete with them dudes. Yeah, I would just be competing with that. I'd be like, I'm trying to do that. Like, what's that? What's the Chinese dude name? The Eula. We talk about him all the time. The 9 million. We talk about the 9 million Eula all the time. I'd be doing that all day, every day. I would just not nuking, but I would just be doing that all day. And then I would come back, report my findings, and just theorycraft all day. And then I have two accounts. I have a free to play and that account. I would have my free to play, so I know the free to play side, and then I have the whale, so I know the whale side. You don't need resin? Okay, sounds good. Who is the next one? 50K with no one in the party? Is it consistent? Phantom, what's going on, brother? The 50K is consistent, right? If it's consistent, yeah, you're good. With no one in the party, 50K, you're good. You're solid. If there's an incentive, yeah, there's no real incentive to do that. The incentive is just, yeah, I did the thing on Tony Toast channel. You know what I mean? But there's no real incentive to do it. But if I had it, that would be all I would do. Because I don't really see a reason outside of like chilling. Unless you're like, if you do it to chill, like I'm chilling. If you do it to chill, then it's like, you know, everybody has their own reasons. I know if I did that though, yeah, I'd be competing. Not competing, but competing. Yeah, like speed. Yeah, I'd be speed running and all. I'd be doing that. I'd be like, man, I'm on that weird energy right now. I'm trying to one shot everything. I'm trying to one shot Astaha. That's impossible. Yet, it's not impossible. It's not possible yet. I'm gonna bug the game. All right, who am I looking at? I'm trying to find all the bugs and glitches, and I'm one shot Astaha. I'm figured out. I'll do it on a private server. I'm I'm gonna figure something out. Y'all hear me over here talking all this madness, but I'm not pulling Dea. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can one shot the weekly boss. Yeah, but I feel like I don't know. It's just I be doing. That's all I would do. I would just go around trying to figure out what I can not one shot, and I try to one shot it. What can't I do? Okay, I'm gonna see if I could do it. I would just be doing, especially with Yalan, bro. Oh, I can't. Oh, shields. Yeah, I want to look at all three, but I need help with Ayaka. No worries. So let's see. So we hold on. 56. All right, let's go. So we have Wanderer. We got the weapon. 4-piece. Love it. Wow. What? All right. All right. Well, we're here. I feel like the crit damage can move up a little bit. All right, so let's look at it. I like your crit rate. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I didn't see it coming. Yeah. But no, good. No, that's good. That's good. He's super strong C6, by the way. All right, so we can yeah, we can, hold on. Catch myself. Sorry. Need an animal set? No, this is his. At C6, this is the set you want to use. Oh, animal goblet. Got you. All right, we'll look at it. We'll come back to that. That is. Hold on. Crit damage. Okay. 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 Oh, 54. Got it. He scales with crit rate. Okay, I see. All right. So what we hold on. 78. Yeah. So what you need, that dog needs to shut up right now. So what you need to do, I know what you're doing. So what's pigeonholing you is this right here. Hold on, what's your circlet? Yeah. So this is actually what's hurting you right here. You're in the same situation that a lot of so you know like Zhao with the Homa, right? So you got Zhao with the Homa, you got Yalan, uh, Diluc, Yaimiko, like all the crit rate scaling characters. You know what I'm talking about? With those characters, you need to have that you need one source of crazy crit rate, and the rest of them have to be really good, and that opens you up for the crit damage circlet, right? And that's because I'm like your crit damage is a little low. I like your crit rate, but your crit damage is a little low. Now I know you're loving his crit rate. I know you're loving it. You know what I mean? Big whale energy. Oh, boy, we free to play to whole leviathans on this side of the tracks, bro. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, so I mean I'm not, but yeah, no, we get everybody over here. But yeah, so you would need that, and I think it's gonna have to be on this piece. I think it's what's gonna have to happen because I do want this to. You can get a lot more crit. Believe it or not, you're missing about 50 crit damage on this guy. Use Farazan C6, yeah, but you're still missing about you're missing like 50 crit damage on this guy. At least 45, somewhere around there. You're at least 40. Like you're missing a lot, like a lot of crit damage. What is a Leviathan? I don't know. I keep saying it like I'm exaggerating what a whale is, but there it's all to me it's whale, middle, what is it? Whale, dolphin, I guess they could say piranha, and then low spender and then free to play. Is Yolande C I don't think she sees soul. We just all the things. Okay. All right, so but with him, I think that's the approach, right? I'm gonna pull your account here one more time in just a second, but I'm gonna show you what I mean. So you have 78, right? I have 74, but we want this to happen, and the only way, ignore the crit damage from some of these pieces, but what I'm saying is you need this. Please, 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 because I've been showing my artifacts as examples, but last thing I'm trying to do is have a competition on artifacts. I don't care. I'm showing crit rate right now, right? So if you can get one of these crit rate type of pieces, right? Then we're looking at like 9, 11, your cracked one, right? 7 or 6 or whatever, and then 7, right? If you can get that on your pieces, that's what's going to have your Scaramouche have enough crit rate to stay in the 70s and run a crit damage circlet. Those are the crit rate rolls you need to run a crit damage circlet. You can still run a crit rate circlet, but you're going to need way more crit damage on that circlet to make it work, right? So I wouldn't lean too much on that flower. I feel like that flower is there's two things, right? And I was telling well, free to play doesn't do this, but I was telling free to play, and I think somebody else this. No, it wasn't free to play. It was the blankness, I think was his name. I was telling them this. Don't lean, not that they were, but don't lean in to the C6 too much. You know what I mean? So yes, you're C6. Yes, you have C6 fires on. Yes, but don't lean into that to compensate. Right? We want to take the C6 and the C6 fires on, and we want that to be like, yes, this is amazing. Now, we all know that, yeah, you don't need the crit damage, but that's not the point. The point is, hey, how can we get this guy pushed to like that limit? And that's how you would do it, right? So think about when you approach the artifacts, and I might this might be what I might start telling like C6 scenarios is when you approach artifacts, put on your free to play goggles, right? And do your best to try and squeeze as much damage as you can out of your artifact set in communication with your constellations, right? Sometimes they fix your ER, so you don't need ER subset. Sometimes they fix your EM scaling, so you don't need EM. You know what I mean? So in conjunction with your constellations, yes, but use your free to play goggles when you're farming your artifacts and putting them together and whatnot and fishing and so on and so forth, right? So, but long story short, he looks good. It's just this and this. You switch those two around by getting your crit rate roll there because I think you're good here, right? So you got 7, 9, 6, and you get a crit damage circlet. You get 7 on that. You get 14 crit rate on that. You're done. You end up with like 73, 74 crit rate. You're good. You can put it away. You think I'm lying? We literally just looked at a character that had the exact same stats. I think I had 11 on one, so maybe like 70 crit rate. You know what I mean? So that would be the approach, right? And then now Yalan, you got 38,000. That's all right. So let's see. Let me take a sec, because every time I see this character, I'm like, bro, what we finna do with you? All right. Let me make sure I got battery on my phone. All right. All right. Your artifacts need help. We're going to look at it. First off, good job on the weapon. Like the set bonus. We'll talk about that in a minute. You are C6. Good. I was going to say, if you're C6, make sure you have her normals in check as well. 51, 243. So you're like right there. And you're you're like right there, bro. You're right there. First off, first things first, beautiful HP. The HP is amazing. I'm liking what I'm looking. 38,000. That looks good. Let's see what's going on here, because you are missing a lot of crit rate, and I don't want you to necessarily resort to a crit rate circlet, which you might have to, but I want to see if there's like other options, right? So let's see. So we got 3. There's an Ooh, that's a lot of energy recharge. I'd re-roll that. I'm not even lying. I'll tell you why in a minute. I'll tell you why I would re-roll that. I would definitely re-roll that. I hate this piece. I hate this piece because it's disrespecting you right now. This piece is disrespectful. Here's what I'm seeing. And this is, or at least this is one strategy I use when I'm doing like stat resolution. This is in any video game, right? So take this piece. I'm just talking crit ratio. We can do energy recharge too, but let's just, for the sake of argument, we're just gonna do crit. So you have 11 on here, and you have 21 on here, right? This is something I've been coaching on my channel, and it's been helping a lot of people. If you look at these two pieces, right, you're using this piece because it has 21 crit damage, and you're using this piece because it has 11 crit rate. Here's the thing. When you add these two pieces together, and then you divide it by 2, how much crit rate and crit damage does this have? Oops, sorry. And how much crit rate and crit damage does this have now? What you're actually left with is a 5, 10, and a 5, let's say 6. A 6, 10, 6, 11, whatever. 6, 11, and a 6, 11. That's your ratio on each piece when you put them together. Right, we got the HP, cool. But we got defense on here. You got the energy recharge, cool. But, hey, don't get creepy now. Who's that, Turtle? Yeah, don't get weird now. She is a cartoon. But yeah, do you see what I mean, no Phantom? Yeah, you're going to do the vapes, right? But imagine if you had 20 more crit damage in this situation. How much would that vape be then? You know what I mean? Matter of fact, How often are you vaping? That much, right? So what if I showed you, just what if, just food for thought. What if I showed you a Yalan that has 80 crit rate and about 230 crit damage? Same weapon. That's R5 and C6. What if I showed you that? Right? So you can hit 218, right? But in the big picture, there is still room for opportunity. I still have to treat you like a human being, even if you're C6. You see what I'm saying? I still have to treat you like you're still a human being. You know what I mean? You have C6, still human, right? And if I see room for improvement, I have to tell you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be your homie. I'd be lying to you and just kissing your butt and being a yes man. And I'm not here for that. You know what I mean? I'm here to, you the homie. You feel me? So what I would do when you get the opportunity is when you go and farm for the emblem, first things first, I like your build. So keep the same energy, but we do want, I'm gonna say prioritize crit rate, crit damage on here over the energy recharge, right? If you can get energy recharge on here, great. But this is why I'm saying in this scenario, I would actually prioritize crit rate, crit damage over energy recharge. The reason why, because the minute you hit your burst, we all know, everybody in here knows, the minute you hit your burst and you start pushing attack, huh, 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 you don't need energy. Whatever's in front of you is gone. So it low key don't even matter. You're not getting your burst back anyway. So, you know. And another thing, this is just a side note. Another thing, if it actually is that serious, just hang on to, this is what I'm doing at least. Hang on to an energy recharge timepiece. You have emblem. So you can actually just hang on to an energy recharge timepiece. It is going to be significantly weaker, I'm letting you know now. But just hang on to it, just have it set aside, because we all know what this does. This is so uncalled for, DPS wise. It's so unnecessary. You can actually run energy recharge here and still out DPS this guy. And maybe her. We'll get to her in a second. Right? But that's just looking at these. Let me see your goblet. That'll come. I like the fact it has both. I love that HP stat, by the way. And that one's good. Okay. So yeah, so I would just address these two. Right? If you can get, oh God, you're gonna need like 20 crit rate. If you can get to 60 crit rate, I'll leave you alone. Right? But that's gonna come by way of getting crit rate on these guys. And you only need, you're gonna need a 10 on this guy. So I'm cool with a 14 crit damage and a 10 crit rate on an HP piece. I'm cool with that. Like, that's cool. Like, you will be good. I just want your crits consistent. Because now we're getting into crit fish territory. And if we're getting into crit fish territory, then at that point, you know, which you can, but at that point, we might as well start fishing for, you know, that 35 feather. Like, the crit damage feather. Which is fun, too. Right? But, yeah, we might as well start pushing. We might as well start looking into pushing up towards that 300 crit damage range. You want to see something? Right? So 164, right? I think this is it. Now add 22 crit damage to that. And that's my ratio. Now take this and make this C6. And that's what I'm trying to get. That's where I'm trying to get you. You see what I'm saying? I want you there. Obviously plus 22, but there. Right? That's You feel me? So let's check out this Ayaka. Let me see. Shout out to your HP though. That HP is insane, bro. All right, so let's see. So we got. When did I get C1? Today, Shin. I said I don't know about Dea, and I was like, I am pulling C1. Well, I didn't say that. I let chat decide. They were, yeah, it was majority C1 Yalan versus Dea. I was like, all right, C1. All right, so here we go. So, okay, respect it. 90. Is she C2? There are things about to happen with this girl. Okay. Let me see. So you need to get the Blizzard set. Yeah. Well, let me see how far you are from. Oh. Okay. Let me ask you this. What's your goal? Because I can show you. Let me take my mist splitter off, just for context. Um, what's your crit rate goal? Like, what do you plan on doing? Because there's two different Ayakas. There's technically like five, but there's only two really. So do you plan on using? Do you want her to kill bosses or permafreeze? That's basically what I'm asking. Do you want permafreeze or boss killer? Just so I can tell you what to look for. Because this one and this one, depending on the crit rate that you want. Let me see. Crit damage, crit damage, crit damage. Okay, so the difference between the two Ayakas is one cannot kill bosses, one can. The difference between the two Ayakas is 20 crit rate. One has a 30% crit rate and like 280 crit damage. I'm talking mist splitter. So without a mist splitter, it's like what is it? It's like Jesus Christ. It's like 240 crit damage or something. With a Kageuchi? I'm talking with a Kageuchi. But it's 30 crit rate, permafreeze, and then 50 crit rate for bosses. Now, there's one exception, and that is the cubes, the geo cubes, whatever, not geo cubes. You know what I'm talking about, the cubes. The hypostasis. The hypostasis, you actually need 70 crit rate. 60, 70 crit. You actually need 70 crit rate for them, but that's a whole nother story, right? You don't even need her for those half the time anyway, right? So with those two crit rates discussed, right? If you want to hit 50 crit rate, then you will need this. Please, once again, please only look at the crit rate. Okay? I'm talking to chat, not you. It's just chat. I don't want anybody saying nothing, but I'm proud of my flower, but I'm not here to show that. I'm showing the crit rate. So you need 6 crit rate. You will need 1 crack stat, right? You need 10 crit rate, right? And then 6 crit rate, and then 7 crit rate, right? And then that will get you your 50 crit rate, basically. That's for the boss killer. Right? Now, if you go permafreeze, I don't even have a permafreeze situation, but if you go permafreeze, you can skip 20 crit rate across any of these given artifacts. But you would end up dumping all that into either attack or crit damage. Typically, you'll dump it into attack percent. It usually ends up in crit damage because it looks prettier, you just feel more secure, you know where it's going. Attack percent, it kind of feels like it's going into the ether, but attack in some cases could be more effective. But that's more of a diminished. That's if you have a mist splitter, you would like dump it into attack percent. But if you're running the black sword, then I would almost Well, I'll put it this way. If you are running Blizzard, I don't recommend a black sword. The black sword I would reserve for a two-piece. I'd rather use, I'm not even joking, I'd rather use a flute. Like, because I could kill bosses with this, right? Let's say I took this. Like, this is how serious it is. So, look. So, 6, 10, 6, 7, right? I could take this whole 14 off, and now I'm permafreeze. Yeah, you're using it for the crit, but I'm missing crit altogether on one whole piece. Is I guess what I'm trying to say, right? So if you can get 6 crit rate, maybe 10, 6, and like 7, if you can get that just on 4 pieces, you can do a permafreeze Ayaka. Right? Now, if from there you wanted to do a boss killer, whoops. If from there you wanted to do a boss killer, then you just add the black sword. Okay, cool. Like that'll work. That will work. And then you can run. And what I mean by that is you can run a crit damage. At that point, you run a crit damage only piece. But you actually do want crit rate on all your pieces. You still do want crit rate on all your pieces. I guess is what I'm trying to say. With the exception of like one piece. You know what I mean? I possibly will get the mid splitter. Okay, if you get the mid splitter, you do need crit rate on all the pieces. If you get hold on. If you get the mid splitter, you do need crit rate on all the pieces. Otherwise, you're doing a permafreeze. And one of the pieces does have to be a crack crit rate roll. Which is it's an RNG carry, bro. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie or front or nothing. It is gonna be an RNG carry. But you do need that one piece. Right? Now it could end with 7 crit damage. I've had that piece. Right? But this right here is doing a lot, and when I say a lot of heavy lift, I'm talking about a lot of heavy lifting. As far as damage is concerned. The burst up time sucks though. I'm gonna let you know right now. But I don't care because she's so strong. she's so strong, right? So yeah. So if you're running a black sword, do you have a J cutter? Actually, nah. Think about it. Do you have a J cutter? Like, would you happen to? Because you can actually use a J cutter in this position. If you just want her off the ground, you do. Okay. If you have a J cutter and you just want your Ayaka off the ground working, and I hit a burst and I'm doing good damage and I'm good to go, because of how much crit damage you have on each piece. What is this? 19. You would want more on that guy. It's not built yet. That's fine. 20 on that guy. Yeah, just run like a whole bunch of crit damage. And I'm not even joking. You could take all the watch. This is what a J cutter does for Ayaka. So I could take her whole set off and hit my minimum on Blizzard with just the J cutter. Now you only need crit damage and attack. Now your substats are attack percent and crit damage. And the attack percent is going to make up the difference that the mid splitter would otherwise give you. Does that make sense? But you actually need attack percent. You would need attack percent to hit like its crit rate. You would need like 10, 20%, not 10, 20, but you would need like 10, 15% attack on like every piece. With the exception of the timepiece, of course, but yeah. You know what I mean? It's because the base attack is so much lower. So the artifacts aren't going to multiply as hard. Like just putting this on is going to give you... Well, okay, hold on. Let me put the pieces back. I'll put the set back on. Where is it? This? Yeah. Yeah, so 21, I feel like it's the same attack. Wow, it's more attack. Oh, well, even better. Yeah, boy. But yeah, you use a J cutter. Yeah. But even still, you're still going to want an attack percent and crit damage. Attack percent, crit damage, you still want it. I don't care what nobody say. Attack percent, crit, still do it. He did it? He did what? Oh, the sound? Yeah. I missed the stream. Congrats on the get. Wait, what happened? Live stream. It was here. I heard it. Oh, okay. But yes, any questions on Ayaka though? Any other questions on Ayaka? I'm just trying to give you like a strategy on your approach, based on what you have right now. Plus, I don't want you spending a million resin just trying to finish her. But at the end of the day, yeah, I would still fish for like 20. If you're not doing, if you have a J cutter and you're gonna do that, you want like 20 crit damage per piece. Like at least 20 crit. You really want to shoot for that 20 crit damage per piece. Raiden Yalan, what? They are run the Miko. Do this for me, please. Just try it, okay? Take all the random EM pieces on your account, 5-star EM. Just put them on the Raiden. I don't know if you have a Dragon's Bane. It could be level 1. Just put a Dragon's Bane on the Shogun. And then just go do Yalan and Al Haytham things and watch what happens. Since you're going to do the Abyss. One more question on Yalan. What's your question? What you think of the 2-piece set, Heart of Death, and Emblem? I'm not a. You know, real talk. I don't know. I don't know if I oppose it. It's gonna. I will say this. It's gonna make about 1,000 DPS difference per shot. I think even bigger of a difference on C6. But what is it? It's like a. It's so. I think it's like a. You go from like 6,000 to 7,000 with like 40% HP at C0, right? Percentage wise, that's like a what 15%, 17% increase. 17 to 100%. It's like a 17% increase in DPS, right? That's a HP piece. Now, tenacity gives you 20%, which is less than 46, about half. Let's say we cut that in half, right? So now it's like a 7% increase. So if you take off tenacity, let me see what your set is, because you had a 4-piece emblem, right? If you're going for, ooh, you got 4-piece emblem. Ooh, hold on, let me look again. Nope, I would not do Fort. No, once you have in your lawn specifically, here's the difference. So with this setup, you got about 37.5%. Like right now, you have 37. I want to say 37.5% bonus damage right now. That's bonus damage that's on burst though, but bonus damage. If you went to tenacity 2-piece emblem, you would have the 20% energy recharge, but you would be switching 37.5 bonus damage for like a 7% bonus damage. I don't even know if it'd be bonus damage. It's like 7%. It's like it is 7% extra damage, but you're giving up 37 bonus damage for 7% like damage. You only do tenacity, heart, or depth when you don't care about energy recharge. Like if you don't care about if you have like 120 energy recharge, tenacity, heart, or depth. The minute you hit like 150 energy recharge, you want to go emblem. Because even still, you're with tenacity, heart, or depth, you're doing 7.5 plus what, 15? You're still 20 extra damage. Whereas this, you're 37. You're still like way stronger. So what you need to do is get your energy recharge. You need to redistribute your energy recharge rolls into damage stats, right? So let's say you lost energy recharge and that went into crit rate, or you lost energy recharge that went into crit damage, or energy recharge that went into HP. If that starts to happen, okay, cool. Then we go tenacity, heart, or depth. But as long as you're at 50%, then yeah, you need to stay on emblem. And I'm talking 150% energy recharge. As long as you're there, you need to stay on emblem. Actually, you know what? Because you're on C6. Ooh. Ooh, oh, hold on, Phantom. Hold on. Now, hold on. Wait. Hold on, hold on. Wait. Hold on. You're at C6, right? Hold on. Ooh. You know what? Yeah, actually, you know what? I would go. You know what? I would actually go. It's because of the six. That C6, I would go tenacity harder depth. Yeah, I would go. I personally would do tenacity harder depth. I wouldn't care about. I would care about energy recharge, but I wouldn't care about it because she's on field at C6. You're collecting the particles, and your shots those don't scale with emblem. The six constellation doesn't work. That emblem does nothing for it. Yeah, emblem's not gonna do anything for that number six. Yeah. No, you're right. You are right. And those are charge shots. Those are stupid strong. Yeah, the barb. They all count as barb shots. Yeah, I would do tenacity. You could do energy recharge substats, sure. That's to keep your burst or whatever. But I would, yeah. I just wouldn't do a two piece. I just wouldn't do two piece emblem. I'd go all in personally. I would take the bonus damage. I guess is what I'm saying. And if you are gonna do two piece, if you are gonna do two piece, I would take the two piece harder depth, not two piece tenacity. If you are gonna do, if you really need that 20% energy recharge, which does matter, like we be fighting for that as a substat. If you do need that, I would take the harder depth over the tenacity. Tenacity is only 7.5. Give you know what I mean? It's a lot, but it's not. Nah, I would take the bonus damage. Personally, I'd take the bonus damage. Yeah. So, which character do you regret pulling? Are you asking me? Yeah, two skills ain't enough though. I just tried it earlier. It still is not even with 150 energy recharge. I'm a min max her energy recharge and I have to get back to you. But if you babysit her skill and you're killing stuff, 150 is more than enough. But if you're in a situation, well, you're a C6, so never mind. Yeah, no, you're definitely killing stuff. So I know this because we had someone come in and do the Shogun, and it was different with C6 Yalan. And I'm like, oh yeah, stuff. No, you're getting the particles from dead enemies. Like that's, yeah, 150 is fine. 150 is fine. I think you're fine. I think you're fine. You're gonna have a lot of white particles coming your way. You know what I mean? Where are you getting those energy particles from? Mentos, the fresh maker. What do you mean by that? Oh, the little white circle things. You didn't get the joke? Ha ha. Get it? Ha ha. Okay, I'm gonna stop. All right, so I appreciate you. Yeah, not a problem. No, I already know, bro. You taking off, Wander? Hey, take care of yourself, Wander. Like straight up. Take care of yourself. All right. Who is next in the queue? Oh, I know he be. Yeah, he be out there like, yeah, but he be hitting with. He be hit. Hey, Phantom. Next time you hit her burst, you know what I mean? When you hit her burst and you go to do her skill, just say yabba dabba do, bruh. I don't know why. I feel like you should say yabba dabba. You should be yabba dabba do when you hit her burst. Just be like yabba dabba do. All right. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna lose subscribers here in a second. Okay, but yeah, take care of yourself though. Talking to Wander. Take care of yourself now. All right. So who? Shin. What's going on? Shin Megami Tensei. So we missed you earlier. Are you still here? I don't know why I keep calling you Shin Megami, but yeah. Who Tao Simp? I got you. I'm about to pull the account. I'm just going outside because you already know what I'm finna do. Don't smoke, children. I mean that. I say that every time I smoke, and I mean that. So anyway, who Tao Simp? Where are you? You are not online right now. So let's see if I could just. There you go. All right. So I'm looking at Hu Tao and Yalan. 56K with Yalan skill on vape. Shoot, I think that's where I'm at right now. I'm at like 56K. All right. So level 80 with 30K HP and 147 EM. This is looking very interesting right now. I'm about to check your ratio here in a second. What weapon are we using? Oh, okay, got it. Okay. And then, oh, wow. Okay. Did you just get Hu Tao? Mm-mm. Because you're Hu Tao simp. All right, so let's see. 63, 191. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. All right, so let's see. So there are outliers. Wait a minute. Question, and I don't mean this facetiously. If you're a Hu Tao simp, why are her talents not higher? Just get your. Yeah, you already know. Just, yeah, 99. Because you're on Crimson, you can triple crown her technically. So let's see. So there are outliers. Let's figure out where these are. So we got this guy, which is good. This guy, which we can let it rock. I ain't gonna lie, I'm hating that piece. There it is. That's not even is it not even that's not even leveled. Really? Okay. Ah, okay. Got it. Okay, so you are 190. That's why. Yeah, so that's the piece. I got you. I got you. Yeah, because I was like, where's your 200 crit damage? Okay, so you're still fishing. So do you even have a pyro goblet? No, Mora? You'll be alright. I was just making fun. The Sands isn't even fully leveled? Hey, let's hope it hits EM or crit damage. If it was up to me, it actually hit crit rate. Yeah, it would hit crit rate. But well, I mean, we still got to pull one of these. You only have attack? Mm. Alright, so you can either run EM. I don't know if I'd run EM here. Alright, this is going to sound mega copium right now. Do you have an HP or EM piece? Goblet, I mean. Like, I'm talking placeholder status. I'm talking about, like, placeholder. Like, if you have EM or HP, I would put that there. EM, if you run Xing Cho, particularly C6 Xing Cho. HP, if you don't have C6 Xing Cho. Are you C1? Yeah. You all the way to floor 10? Did you put the EM pieces on the Shogun? I don't. You Miko, you got to see that hyper bloom. When you see, I'm telling you, Miko. I'm telling you, hyper. When you do hyper, I 3060 this last abyss with hyper bloom. I just went through and just did Shogun things when I was like, I'm just gonna do it, and I did my clean run. It was Shogun things, perma freeze, all that jazz. But hyper bloom. You said no? Okay, so you do not have that piece. Okay, so do you need to farm this piece? It doesn't have to be on set. I mean, you already know that. That's crazy. You don't have, what's your AR? 55? Okay. So we're going to wait for that piece. All right, so here's what you need. The Shogun, not on a Hyper Bloom team. You just give her all EM pieces. So here's what you do. So, man, this is going to be rough. So when you're fishing for the goblet, literally the only thing you're looking for is, and my controller's about to die. That's okay. I'll be back in a minute. All you're looking for is 7 crit rate. Technically 6.7. 6.7 crit rate. If you get 5 and some change, that's fine. And you're only looking for 9 technically 8 crit damage. Do you think you could pull that out of either this or maybe re-roll? Ah, that's got EM on it though. Yeah, it's gonna have to come from your goblet. Honestly, I'd rather you take the crit rate over the crit damage at this point. Here's what I want you to fish for, and I'm being real with you right now. Fish for crit rate and EM on a pyro goblet. Don't worry about crit damage right now. If you get crit damage, great, but EM and crit rate. Miko, you want a set bonus, but you don't need a set bonus with triple EM. You could just run all EM pieces. Just make sure they're 5-star pieces. Like if you want, I'll do it later, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you don't have a set bonus, you're probably and you're running triple EM. You're looking at probably like a 20k hyper bloom, but it's like 5 at a time. So it's like 100k every like couple seconds. Like it's really strong. And I know you like Alhaitham. So imagine you're Alhaitham, but you're doing an extra 100k damage on the side. Like that's what I'm talking about, Miko. You'll see. Yeah. So outside of that, because you're running Crimson, I'd almost want to say keep her talents like flat, but it depends on how you play her. I'm gonna advise you stay with the course that you're doing now. So it'd be 886, 997, and then if you want, you can go ahead and push your burst up to, you can triple counter or whatever you want to do from there. But yeah, I think for now you're literally just missing a goblet, but you do need a good goblet though. You're gonna need a pretty good goblet. And then as far as re-rolling in the future, you would be re-rolling. I don't know if you'd re-roll that. That's way too much EM. Oh God. I'd re. I would re. I'd think about re-rolling that. Okay, I would re-roll that piece. I mean, 21. Yeah, it's cool. I'd re-roll it. I'd re-roll that. I'd need the crit rate, but I'd definitely take 20 crit damage. I don't care what the difference is. I'm not gonna sit here and not have like a nice ratio. I want it to at least look nice. But yeah, you just need the goblet, regardless of where it comes from. And you're in a perfect position because this is your off piece. Do you have any questions for me? You don't have to retract the message, Em. I can see the message right here. It says screams in all caps. Like once you type it, I can see it. I'm on PlayStation though. And then Yalan. All right. Am I doing all three? I think I'm doing all three. All right. So Yalan, 21. Oh, she's level 60. Okay. Ooh, I like it. All right. And then we got. Oh, I don't like it. Well, she's level 60, so you still got a bunch of crit damage to get, or crit rate, I should say. So let's see. Ah, same boat, huh? Got you. 444. I'm sure you already know this. Her burst is the worthy one. Her skill is the second worthy one. Her normals is cool. Her normals, believe it or not, her normals don't matter until C6. But you can do her normals. I'm actually thinking about triple crowning my Yalan at some point. It's not a heavy priority. I'm trying to work out a couple. I'm trying to work some things out on my Yalan first, and then I'm gonna work on her talents again. So, but knowing it's half the battle, right? So, in this priority, burst, skill, normals, do as you wish with that. But the fact that they're flat, yeah, I like that also. 4-piece emblem of Sever Fate, best in slot if you're not C6. Right here, we are re-rolling. Ooh, that's a lot of. You're gonna re-roll that. You still got 10 crit rate you're gonna get from this. I guarantee you're gonna save that, but I guarantee that's getting re-rolled. That you are keeping. Yeah, I would start with re-rolling that. And then this one it's HP. How much energy recharge you got? 131. Here's a goblet. You're not goblet. Here's a goblet you're looking for. Your goblet is gonna have to look like this timepiece or this. Yeah, your goblet's gonna have to look like this, is that HP? Yeah, it's gonna have to look like that. You're gonna need all the energy recharge on your goblet if you want it to work out. And this is because you have her weapon. So you're not getting skill resets at C0, which is why I pulled C1. If you're not getting skill resets, 180 energy recharge typically is where you want to be, which is really not that possible unless you have the emblem set with an energy recharge timepiece. So you're going to take a pretty big hit, and it's going to be a whole lot of balancing you're going to have to do with your stats, like maybe HP circlet and all that jazz. You know what I mean? But I don't want to have you bounce the stats around too much. Okay, I'm back in the house. All right, so let me pull yours again. Oh. What? There we go. So wait, that is not yours. That is yours. So the goblet you're gonna need, you actually are gonna need a bunch of energy recharge on your goblet. Or if you get that circlet, that HP stat is cool and all, but you need energy recharge on your circlet if you don't get it on your goblet. But you are going to need a cumulative. I mean, this is the bare minimum, by the way. Bare minimum, you need an extra 20 energy recharge. And that is the minimum. Minimum, you actually need like 180, but 150 it gets you by. It'll get you by. Realistically, like you want 180. Yeah, that HP stat is adding some crit damage, but they don't even have the goblet. They can make that up on the goblet. We need that energy it don't even matter if she ain't got a burst. If you ain't got a burst, it's like your skill, you got to hit your skill every 10 seconds. That's one. But I mean, you don't have a burst. Unless you're doing like 10-second, like a vape every 10 seconds. But now you got to take your vape damage and divide it by 10. And that's your DPS. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but we still want the energy recharge on the goblet, like regardless. Like you still want the energy recharge. Yeah, that's why I'm not even tripping on that HP stat. I'm tripping on it, but I'm not. Like, because the HP stat don't matter if they don't have a burst. If they don't have a burst to use the HP on, the HP stat doesn't matter. You can have a car, but if you ain't got no gas to drive it, then the rims don't matter. None of that matters. You need to have the key to the car, and we need to get you a key, Shin. And the key to start the car is this number right here. You know what I mean? I want to make sure you have a key in ignition at all times. So when you are ready for her to go crazy, you just go burst, and she's ready to go. No, it's got an engine, and it's got some wheels, but it ain't got no ignition key. Or it's, you know what I mean? So, but I mean, you'll be fine. And then also, as far as your crit stats, like I said, you still got 10 crit rate you're gonna get just from Ascension stats. It's like 9 and some change or something. It's like, yeah, it's like 9.4 or something, 9.2 crit rate, something like that. But it's like 10. You still got 10 crit rate coming to you. So I wouldn't worry about the crit rate stat too much. You really need energy recharge right now. And what's this crit rate? Yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah, we checked that. Yeah. Any questions on Yolan? And please, if I'm leaving any questions unanswered, let me know. I would still re-roll that. Like I'm re-rolling that. I don't care about nothing on there. I'm re-rolling that. Because you're gonna get crit rate. Well, keep it, but I'm still looking for something else. Oh, 20 minutes? Oh, Jesus. God dang, that was quick. Okay. All right, cool. Is that it, or... Because K ain't got nothing on him, do we? Yeah. Even the bad ones? I didn't know there was such thing as a bad race, but all right. All right, so let's see. So... Oh, and Kea? Oh, sorry about that. I will do Kea. I apologize. I saw that 20 minutes and I start freaking out. All right, so let's see. So K, so do you just want a Kea build? Because he ain't really got a build on him right now. Any C1? I don't know. The stream just it went by super quick. I know him. Is that a crit damage circlet? Okay, so there's two approaches. A budget Ayaka. So there's two approaches. There's Emblem, and then there's Blizzard. The energy recharge that seems to be working for my Kea, at least when I play him, is like 150-ish. Like 150 to 170 seems to be kind of like the sweet spot. Right? So you might have to do that via substats. As far as the crit ratio... Oh, yeah, those, yeah. Yeah, okay. So as far as the crit ratio, that's going to be determined by the set bonus that you run. So if you run Blizzard, you only need a 50% crit rate, typically. If you're running a Melt Kea, you're looking at 60 to 70 crit rate. If you're running Emblem, same deal. You're looking at a 60 to 70 crit rate. It does depend on the set, but I want to emphasize that. It does depend on the crit. The ratio depends on the set bonus. Right? So are you running a 4-piece Emblem? You could run a 2-piece, 2-piece. That is going to be weaker than a Blizzard set, and on burst it is going to be weaker than an Emblem set. The weapon is fine, by the way. Does the audio keep going out? Is it doing that weird? Hold on. Oh, my battery's finna die on my controller. That might have something to do with it. Alright. Oh, it's just burger? Okay. So yeah, so... Got you. Okay, so if you do Blizzard, shoot for 50 on pretty much any Kea. If you start doing Melt Kea, then if you want him to melt, right? At that point, you're looking at 60 to 70 crit rate, regardless if it's Blizzard or not. But typically with Blizzard, you can do a 50% crit rate. More importantly, make sure that you're getting about 50 energy recharge, whether substats or energy recharge timepiece or any of that. Sound good? And if you can't, if you end up with like 130, might I suggest the Kageuchi instead? If you can make it. The Inazuma Craftable. Any questions? Any questions at all? Yeah, no worries. No questions? All right, cool. Sounds good. Donde está la chi? Here we got is I am in co-op. Mbuyaka Shawagwan. Why do I have this team? Actually, I'm just going to join because you're going to start a domain anyway. Oh, stop, Burger. Oh, just one? What's the question? I got Kokomi to Friendship 10. Would he work with Yalan and Xing Cho with Chong Yun? Yeah. I mean, I don't know if. Oh, yeah, I definitely should have switched. I keep forgetting this kid be setting me up for failure. We love him. We love you, man. All right, here we go. I keep forgetting. Like, I gotta come in prepared. Oh my god. At least I got the Shogun. I almost want to hit my burst right now just to see what happens. Oh, Sipt is here? What's happening, cuz? Oh my god. There we go. It's over for you, big fella. Oh, I can't switch. Did I hit him? Oh, I missed him. Yeah, I need to switch this around. Hey, if you need to do domains too, we might as well bounce back and forth between the domains and the boss. That way we kind of conserve time. And I apologize for the wait. I think I'm going to keep the Shogun out for this one, but I will be bringing Kazuha because we're going to need all the DPS we can get. That's fine. Are we just farming the boss? But during that attack, he had stupid damage with the... Oh, okay. That makes sense. That sucks. You just gotta not fight and let him do it himself. He ain't gonna do it. You know what's funny? M could actually beat this boss. M just wants to kick it, and I'm down to kick it. Like, it's not a problem. Like, M could carry himself now. Nah, I ain't finna lead a homie. So basically, this went to and was okay. Whoa. Oh, well, that sounds like an interesting interaction there, Sipped. Maybe not. You know what? I don't know how I feel about that response. I don't know if I would tell you not to do that, or your man not to do. I don't know if I would tell your dude not to do that. That's a weird question. Are you such and such? Like, I'm pretty sure you guys know. Not to mention is not really. You know. Yeah, I don't like those. I don't like people asking that. Are you and your girl such and such? Like, yeah, we are. Like, yes. Like, I don't know how you want me to answer that, but yes. Like, yeah. Yeah, just don't, yeah, don't trip on Emily. Just let whoever that is know, like, just say yeah, and then ask them why. Like, yeah, why? I kid you not, if you ask why, that's gonna tell you a lot. Asking why will probably tell you everything you need to know. Thank you so much, Bennett. Is it me or did this thing respawn like borderline instantly? Where you going? I was like, don't run too far. You gonna get your whole back slashed. Did I remember my commissions? No. Yes. Yes. No. Maybe so. I don't know. Yeah, no, you ain't gotta do fights and all that. You just, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's just Burger just being Burger. Burger, it's late. He's in New York. Burger's just being Burger. I feel like Burger either gets in a lot of fights or never gets in fights at all. Yeah, because, yeah, if you fight all the time, like, you're not trying to fight. Like, after being in a bunch of fights, you're like, I don't feel like doing this right now. It's such a waste of time. Like, you don't, that's not a situation where you gotta put hands on nobody. Burger eats it, yeah. You've been in like two? Yeah, there's typically no reason to be just getting in fights. Alright, let me check on this boss. Well, I'm gonna wait for M. Oh, stop getting suspended. Yeah, I'm talking about like fist fights. Are you running a healer? No, I see. Yes. How many fights you been in? Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's not funny, but, it's just one of those moments where it's like, you know, we're gonna do this because I don't feel like fighting these guys. Yeah, but it's like, anyone here got Dea? No. I think there's a handful of people that's gonna pull Dea. You quit Genshin starting a day? Jesus Christ. I got expelled this one time. Okay, we getting a little violent in the chat. Yeah, we ain't gotta talk about all that. You see what you doing, Burger? You in here trying to turn up and get crunk. You not pulling for Dea? Like I still don't get me wrong, I still want Dea. I just wanted what's the name more? I want to see one Yalan more. Let me get Steve. Where's Steve at? I mean, if you pull her, cool. I'm not against it. I am definitely not. I'm not against Dea. I'm just let down by Dea, I guess. I farm this thing. Wow. I farm this thing so much. I know his rotation with Yaimiko. He's gonna come up, sit still, and that's when I hit this dude. One, one, two, three, and then he goes into the ground and he does a circle thing. I didn't say it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. I need to go get a burst now. Hold on. I need to go get a burst. Burger language. Steve! I need to do that before the stream ends. Steve! You need star conch, you better go get him. Give me a burst. 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 Thank you. No! Give me a burst. Thank you. I'm out. You need star conch? If you need star conch, they are on this beach right here. Like all over here. Also, they're just kind of everywhere out here and all along this beach. Taking off, Art? Always a pleasure, Art. You take it easy. Angel Art, you are the man. You take it easy, man, for real. Circle of Ember. Who is this? Oh. This is Ayaka and Venti. I have an answer for every domain, cuz. 5 minutes? Swag. What if he... What? What do you talk... What? Jack, what are you talking about? It's for Kinkle? Kinkle... Whatever... Wait, what? I am so confused right now. Oh, I don't have a burst. That's not good. Oh, that is for kick. Never mind. I'm gonna stay out the conversation. Easy way, Larba. Hello, Big Fella 1 and Big Fella 2. This is what we're gonna do. Nope. Please don't. Yep, thank you. 1, 2. Wait, is Yolan Talents out today? No. Wait, who are we farming for? Xingqiu or something? Oh. Gotcha. You want me to go kill the boss? Or not? Let's get it! Wait, what? Okay. I guess we're killing the boss. Guess what time it is? Yeah. I really want the KFC wings now. Or something comparable. What? God dang it. Okay, well. I thought he was gonna respawn. I'm sorry. I'll give you an extra minute. Extra 2 minutes or something. I know there's clocks, I know. What level is my Steve? 10. After I'm done with my D-Luke team, I can move on to another. Because I have Ito, Goro, Albedo. I don't got Zhongli though. You don't need Zhongli. Honestly, I would put Noel on that team. Noel can be your... Unless you got C4 or Goro. Boss time? Let's go. On Melt with Hu Tao? Jesus. Was that on Burst, though? Because we going to get you to that number on Charge Attack. Okay, maybe not that high. Maybe not that high without a Homa. But we going to get you close. We going to get you real close. Hey, that Kokomi putting in work, though. Or Xingqiu. Guess who? It's Steve! Huh. I feel like I should have got Bennett, but that's okay. What in God's name happened there? Did y'all see that? Bro acting like it's a whole... It's like Skyrim in here for a second. Boop. Yeah. Who is also what? bro did the moonwalk. I know. I'm like, what? Like, dude was tripping. M, serious question. Why didn't you have somebody else helping you while you were waiting? I mean, we had Burger and Miko. I don't want, because you know I can't help you after the stream ends. You don't know? Yeah, because I got a business. I got clients in a business and all that. Like I have to do that stuff. You was bored? Wait, what? What happened? Yeah, that check I was low key bragging. I wasn't bragging. I was just saying, but that check, that's because I need to work with my client. You know what I mean? And then they have been messaging me like all day, even though they know it's like, like I'm gonna have to explain it to them like again, like, hey, I I'm talking for 9 hours on Saturdays and Wednesdays, so I can't like not talk. It's like I have to, like, I'm still doing this. It's at the end of every single email, right? All due respect, every single, I could send one of you guys, well, I don't want to do that because then you guys know my business name. But at the end of every single email, it has my name, business name, email address, and contacts and whatnot, and then they have hours of operation. I want to show you something, Em. Watch this. Proc Hydro. And that's how you speed run that domain. Now, if I had the, what is it called? The Kageuchi, I would have had a burst. Nah, I don't send any, nah. All it takes is one slip, and then next thing you know, my domain is getting hacked, and you know, because somebody gonna think something is funny, and it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. You know what I mean? Oh, M is taking off. Whoa, what? I just lost all my bursts. Take it easy, M. If you're taking off, take it easy. Wow, I have no burst. That's okay. I'll get it in like 10 seconds. Hopefully. We're gonna do it from here. God dang it. Swirled pyro. There we go. Alright, what's going on? Oh, you're working until, wow. Oh, you finna be up then. Yeah, right into the void. That part. Let me see. Yeah. I'll give you a couple more runs, but then I do have to go, M. So it's either, so let's do this a few more times. Like burn through all your condensed. So maybe like 3 runs here and then a boss fight, and then I'll call it a night, okay? Sound good? But I do have to go. You don't have 3 condensed? Oh, okay, that's fine. So we'll finish up here, do the boss, and then I do have to stop the stream though, because I got to check on my client. No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm waiting on one to get affected by hydro. Please be affected. Yes. That's it. Yay. I really need to switch weapons. Like, this weapon is cool, but this, for given the circumstance, like, this is way more applicable. You'll be fine. Oh, yeah, nah, I know how it is. I was up till, like, 3 a couple days ago, working on a Excel spreadsheet. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just got to do that. Sometimes, like sometimes you be up, sometimes you don't. Like if it depends. It depends on the client. It just you got to do what you got to do. That's it. He said, "Yeehaw." Where do you live? Argentina. Who? Yeehaw. All right, so we're doing the boss. What am I doing? Let's get it. I want to name Ayaka's burst. I want to give it like a cool name though. Like I want to give it like a nah. I want to give it like a stupid name, like Skittles. Get him, Skittles. Like what? Did you just call? Did you say? Did you really just say get him, Skittles? Yep, I sure did. Steve. I had to tell my family, hey, if you hear me saying Steve, please don't freak out. So now they know. 1, 2, 3, and then we should be good. All right. All right, cool. So I know M is finna keep grinding, and I don't want to take up your character slots, M, unless you want to see us out the stream. You want to hang out while I close out the stream, or not? There's 10 in queue? Yeah. Is it 10 in queue? You lying. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be in Inazuma. Hold on, I want to see how many is in queue. This is crazy. If there's 10, shoot, I might have to start doing stuff in oh, there's only 3? Okay. I was gonna say I'm gonna have to start doing stuff in freeze. Hey, good call, Ari. Good call. There's 4. I see 3, but okay. Okay. All right, so we're gonna close out the stream. You nexted yourself. No, I'm gonna clear it out for the next stream. All right, cool. Well, first things first. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. Shout out to everybody. Huge growth on everybody's account. Like for real, huge growth in everybody's account. Shout out to Miko. I appreciate the donation. Shout out to this other random contributor. Shout out to Ramello for his contribution. I'm gonna have some. I don't know. We're gonna figure some things out over the next couple of days. We're at stream 165, y'all. And I'm already thinking, okay, we got to figure something out for stream 200 because 200 is starting to low key feel like it's around the corner, right? But if you had a lot of good time during this particular stream, if you feel like you moved up on your grind during this stream, there's a couple things I want to say before I close it out officially. First off, shout out to all the Leviathans that have been popping up. I don't know where they're coming from, but shout out to them. Shout out to the C6s popping up out of nowhere. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the free-to-plays. You guys are making great gains as far as artifacts. Once again, we all are in this fight together. You know what I mean? Everybody, same fight. It's all artifacts. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. And the last thing, and I've been saying this a lot lately, but that's because I really am having a hard time, like, believing it. You guys are the coolest people, in my opinion, online. You guys are really the coolest people, and I appreciate you guys just being cool, collective, mature, relaxed, supportive of each other. Like, it's cool. That's dope to me. So, shout out to every single solitary one of you guys, and I love interacting with all you guys. I don't like frivolous relationships. I like having a personal relationship with all you guys. Because all you guys are actually really dope. I love the interactions every single stream. I mean that. You know what I mean? Newts, Logan, Burger, Hifumi, Ari. I see you, Faith for Disney, back there chilling. M, Shikasu. I see you. You know, newcomers in the stream. Shikasu, M, Logan. You know what I mean? All you guys. I'm talking M City. You know what I mean? Eggs and M. Ash. All you guys, like every single one of y'all, even Art, Bob Ross, shout out to you. You know what I mean? Bob Ross is new to the stream, so yeah, man. Shout out to every single one of y'all. So without further ado, this is CS from DWP. If you enjoyed yourself during the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, keep your wig screwed on tight. Don't mind me. I won't. Don't worry, Em. You're good, man. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. I love you guys dearly. You guys are amazing. Stay yourselves. Please keep your head up. You know what I mean? All that. Just stay awesome. Good grades. Focus at work. All the jazz, man. Just keep doing what y'all doing. I'm proud of every single one of y'all. And remember, life before the game. All right? All right. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Love you guys. Peace. Woo!